Let's talk about Bayley's current title reign as women's champion. Because even though it's been a month, I see a lot of people, a lot of fans in the IWC on social media already complaining about how WWE is supposedly, allegedly treating the brand new women's champion. The women's champion that culminated her story at WrestleMania 40 when she beat Io Sky to become women's champion. Now, all this complaining, all the remarks made on social media, it's not about her current title. I mean, it just started, just like with Cody Rhodes. You can't really judge it so far, much like Damian Priest as well. You can't really judge it so far because we've only seen maybe one title defense from each champion so far. So with that said, a lot of people are complaining about how Bayley, current women's champion, women's Royal Rumble winner, wasn't in the promotional posters for WrestleMania. How she wasn't in the promotional poster for Backlash. How she isn't in the promotional poster for King and Queen of the Ring and whatever goes on after that. But here's the thing, all right? Damian Priest wasn't on those posters. He was Mr. Money in the Bank. I know. Now, keep up with me. I know it's not as big as the Royal Rumble win. I know it's not as big as winning the world title, but still, we're talking about promotional posters. We're talking about promotional material planned months ahead. On top of that, we've got fans complaining about how they're throwing up the wrong graphics for a champion and how it seems to be premeditated, how it seems to be planned ahead of time. Much like we saw at Backlash. Bayley, we all know she's not the NXT Women's Champion. She's the WWE Women's Champion. We all know that. So, yeah, they made a mistake. Okay. It happens. It absolutely happens. And on top of that, you don't see Bayley going out there herself, Women's Champion herself, going out there and complaining about it herself. It's just fans who love to victimize themselves. It's just fans who love to complain about this, who love to complain about that. Just focus on the show. And in reality, just focus on the stories being told, on the character plot twists, character turns, twists and turns that we see from Bayley. And at Backlash, she had a fantastic showing in that triple threat match against Naomi and Tiffany Stratton, where she retained her women's championship successfully. Now, with that said, we do have the Queen of the Ring tournament, and whereas Monday Night Raw already has Becky Lynch, the man defending her women's world title against Liv Morgan, we do need a challenger for Bayley at King and Queen of the Ring tournament. However, that might be very unlikely because most of the women on the Smackdown roster, if not all, of the top contenders on the Blue brand are already in this Queen of the Ring tournament. So it's very, very likely that we don't see Bayley defend her championship in Saudi Arabia on May 25th. Just putting it out there. Just a reminder. That way fans aren't crying. That way fans aren't bitching and moaning from here all the way until May 25th. Because to me, Naomi's in the tournament. And she got pinned at Backlash. I think she's out of the running. If I had to pick someone to challenge Bayley sooner rather than later, I would pick Nia Jax because she's the ultimate foil for a white meat babyface like Bayley, like they're trying to portray Bayley at this moment in time. Everybody loves to watch Nia Jax get beaten, and they also love to boo her. They hate her character. They don't want her to be women's champion. That's the kind of heel you want against a babyface like Bayley for the women's championship. Unfortunately, Nia Jax is in the current tournament. Now, if you ask me, I believe they have the match tonight. Naomi beats Nia Jax in that tournament. But then it kind of have to pull an angle in terms of having Nia Jax attack women's champion Bayley, and then that builds an angle between the two for the women's championship. That could still happen. They just have to make it work. I think it's too soon to give Tiffany Stratton a singles match against Bayley for that women's championship, especially considering that from my point of view, Tiffany Stratton is the perfect contender, superstar, female, whatever you want to call her. She is the perfect candidate to dethrone Bayley as women's champion. It's just too soon right now. It's just too soon of a time for Bayley to drop the title, but at some point in time, whether if Tiffany Stratton is winning the Queen of the Ring tournament and earns her title shot in that way, or if she wins Miss Money in the Bank down the line, Tiffany Stratton should be women's champion at least once, especially during the summer, especially during the fall, and where we could build her up. She could be this year's Io Sky. She might make it to WrestleMania, she might not. But again, as far as Bayley's title reign is concerned, take it easy, enjoy the run. Let's keep in mind that the story told with Bayley and Io Sky heading into WrestleMania was always supposed to be told. It just wasn't supposed to include the Women's Championship. But Charlotte Flair got injured, which meant we couldn't get that dream match between Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair. And I'm talking about Tiffany Stratton being the one to dethrone her, Bayley, for the title. And I really hope that happens because Charlotte Flair is nearing her return. And yes, we will eventually get to Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. To me, that's inevitable. That's a dream match that WWE is ultimately trying to get to. But we need to get there to Charlotte Flair being a champion in January or February. For right now, let's focus on Bayley successfully defending her title against an ultimate foil like Nia Jax, and let's build Tiffany Stratton up to dethrone her, possibly at Money in the Bank, possibly at SummerSlam, and let's give Tiffany Stratton a run because fans are really latching on to Tiffany Stratton at this moment in time. Again, those are just my thoughts on Bayley's current title reign. It's too soon to tell in terms of has it been any good? Has it been used the proper way? I don't know, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm still enjoying her run because it just started. So with that said, what are your thoughts? Are you a part of the fan base who thinks that WWE has it out for Bayley and how they're not giving her the respect she deserves as women's champion? Who do you think is the next one to challenge Bayley for the women's championship? Maybe at King and Queen of the Ring tournament or pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia. Maybe at Clash at the Castle in Scotland. Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. With that said, I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.